I dropped my beer. But when it was closed, I know the whole world is like, once you grow up, once you're older than 18, you're supposed to move out, right? Why the fuck would you move out your parents' house? Just get a bigger home, bigger rooms, bigger space, more land. Why the fuck would you move out your parents' house? Why the fuck would you leave your parents alone? That's my question to y'all today. Y'all got blinded by the government and everything that you're supposed to move out as soon as you grow up. And now your parents are getting older. And now you don't know them no more. You don't know them no more. Once y'all reunite, like after 2 weeks, after 2 months and shit, it's like y'all don't know each other no more. If you're watching this right now, don't you ever move out your parents' house. Just get more money, yeah. Even if you don't get money, just work with your family. Work on your family's business. But don't you move out. Like me right now, I got so much land, right? And I'm gonna build my house once I have my wife. Because I want to know how she wants her house, you know? So only move out when y'all in the same land. Once you have a lot of land, still live together. And of course, all these houses, like my whole block, I'm at the end of my block. And if y'all been watching me, I know that at the end of my property, this is where like the city starts. It doesn't really start, but it does because it starts. This where it starts. Back to what I was saying. If you do move out your parents' house, make sure you have a lot of land. And whenever you build your house, have privacy. Like, don't have windows facing towards your parents' house. Because, of course, they're going to be looking straight at your house because they're outside at their patio just chilling, right? So don't have windows, like, facing their house. I mean, have privacy. Like I was saying, these houses, they have windows, like, on left and right and up and down all sides, right? Like, nobody has privacy. That's why nobody goes outside. That's how these houses are built these days. The government, they're building houses to ruin your privacy. Yeah, they're big, right? The houses are big. And they're, sooner or later, these big-ass houses, they're gonna be cheap as fuck. Like, cheap. But the privacy, they're gonna fuck with your mental, man. They're gonna fuck with your mental. They're gonna have huge-ass windows on the side. So now you can't even chill on your left. You can't even chill on your right. Even though you have a shit ton of space in your front and in the back, like me right now, still, they'll have a fucking magic square. If you don't know the definition of a magic square, search it up and then you'll find my teacher. So whenever you build a house, don't have windows wherever your parents are gonna look at, alright? Because I'm only telling you this. If you do move out your parents' house, make sure y'all have land. You don't even have to have land. The house that you live in right now, that apartment, you could run the whole apartment block. Hold on, I'll get to that in a minute. The house that you live in, let's say 3 houses down. Just 3 houses down, right? Even if the backyards are big, so the house is kind of a little far away. Buy that house. Buy that third house down. Buy it. And who knows? Maybe your neighbor will move out. So now you have 3 cribs, 2 next to each other, and 1 between 2 stranger houses. And next thing you know, 5 years later, they both move out. Now you got 5 houses, and you combine them and shit. Now you're a badass. Now you run the whole block. Who knows? This is how the government is running their generations. They're raising their kids and all that, right? To follow their shit. But they're weak as fuck. The whole government's weak as fuck, and they're all going to hell. So just quit worrying about them, right? So now, it's alright, now you run the whole block. Who knows? 50, 100 years later, once you're gone, your kids, your grandsons, they're still buying properties. They're buying properties all over. Now the whole city is fucking yours. Yeah, put them up to rent, man. Now you making money on that shit. Or keep them. Like, cut down all the fences. Cut down all the fences and make a huge square. Huge triangle, huge octagon. A shape that was never seen before. Fence. Alright? Now you run the whole shit. You don't even gotta buy land. buy houses, buy the house next to you. Now you got 2 houses, and cut down the fence and build a whole fence around both houses. And they'll be like, hey, it's just 2 houses. But in reality, those are both your houses. Those 7, 9, 12, 15. It goes up and up. Because your kids keep continuing your legacy. Alright, this video can't be too long. I can't wait to get my camera. I was so close, but family is more important than anything. But I already told you in the last videos, before you pick up a camera, help out your family. And that's what I did. I sacrificed everything for my family, and now they're straight, and now I'm being used as a vessel to heal. Shout out to my teacher. I wouldn't be here without him. He told me to expand the universe, and that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, before I end this video, watch my next video. I continued the story because I got a whole nother video in my mind right now. So back to the apartment. You could run the whole apartment. That whole building could be yours. And once you, let's say there's A, B, C, D apartments, right? A side, B a side, C a side, D a side. Let's say you just bought all of A's, and that's like 8 apartments, right? Since they're yours, you can start your own business now. You can have studios up in that bitch, salons for your beautiful woman out there, anything, man. A store, a fucking store inside the apartment. You can make the whole apartment popping. You can make it popping, man. Alright, that's a real quick video right there. It doesn't matter. Oh, the whole point was, don't move out your mom's house. Don't leave your dad alone. They're getting old. They're way older than you. They can't move no more. What if something happens in the block? You're the son. You're the beautiful daughter. Alright? Don't move out mom and dad's house. And if you do, because you have a girlfriend, you have kids, buy land. Buy the next door house. Even if your house is 3 blocks down, right? Don't move too far away. What the fuck are you doing? Leaving your parents behind. Stop leaving mom and dad's home. Stop moving out. I'm old enough to have my wife. I'm old enough to move out. I could already take care of myself. My mom and my dad, they don't tell me shit. I tell them shit because I'm old enough, and they were born at a different time, and I'm born at this time. I was born in all these times. Every single year I've been here. You gotta know tell, but I'm the king of this shit. I make everything positive. I make everything nice for my family. And now that I finally got them set, I'm used as a vessel to pick up the camera and talk to you. And now I'm telling you to pick up the camera, but first, help out your family. So go buy that house 7 blocks down the street. As long as it's in the same city, who knows? The whole city is yours, and it was meant to be yours. Let's see what you could do. Man up. Get up. Get up. I'm not going to say rude because that's how everybody says it. They'll be like, get off your ass and shit. But not me. Come on, man. It's only 100 years old. And I know you remember 5,000 years ago, every human lived up to 500 years old. Don't get washed up. Shout out to my teacher. All credit goes to him. You're never alone.